This is my favorite coffee cup. I basically haven't recorded anything in a while. I know I haven't done my makeup with you guys in a while. I haven't cooked anything in a while. Well, at least on YouTube. In person I have. But it's because I've been so busy, so I hope you guys excuse me for that. I started a new job at the hospital, which I talked about a little bit previously in an old video. I don't even know what video it was, to be honest with you. It is basically a job at the hospital where I am a scribe. And for those of you that don't know what a scribe is, it's basically like I get paired up with a physician for the day in the emergency department, and I basically do all of their charting for patients and stuff like that. So that is my job. I love it. You do not know how many things I've seen in just the short amount of time that I've been there. A lot of them funny, a lot of them sad, but it is a really good job and it's been a really good learning experience. All of this time I've been missing, I've gotten a whole bunch of new makeup, which I'm really excited about. But anyways, we're gonna start off by priming our faces. I'm gonna use this MAC primer that I got. It's like I think it's from their Prep and Prime line. Honestly, when I first got it, I didn't like it because after you put it on, you notice that you have a whole bunch of glitter on your face because it is really sparkly under. Well, it's not really glitter, it's like sparkle. And I didn't like that at all, but once you put your foundation, it kind of disappears and it makes you look really bright and shiny. Oh, and I cut my hair. Yeah, I cut it. I cut off like 10 inches. My hair was all the way almost down to my butt, and I wanted to start off the year a little bit different, so I cut it. Although I do miss it a little bit, but I like this short hair. It's something different. When I straighten it, it looks nice. So anyways, now that our faces are primed, I like to go over it again. So this is going to seem a little bit weird, but I saw from a lot of YouTubers that they're using this Nivea Men's Sensitive Post-Shaving Balm. And it has no alcohol, so it doesn't dry out your face, but they're using it as a primer. I saw it from Kathleen Lights, and it's actually only $5, so honestly, like, that's not bad at all. And I tried it, I'm like, why not? It's a men's post-shave balm, but if it's $5, then whatever, you know? And it actually works really, really well. Like, my face doesn't get as oily. I have an oily skin, like an oily T-zone, and this really helps my face a lot. Like, I don't know, I just like throwing it over whatever primer I put on first, and then bam. So it looks good. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me and L'Oreal True Match. I like to mix both of these because they both have a good consistency, but I like them better together. They're about the same color, to be honest with you, but I'll list down what colors they are below. And I just like to dot it on my face. My skin has been really dry because it's been cold lately. Honestly, Florida only had like a week of cold, and this is a week, and that's it. But today it's actually pretty chilly. It's, I think the high is going to be like 55 today, which is pretty good. I like that. But I get tired of the cold really quick. I'm like a sucker when it comes to cold weather. Like, I enjoy it, but like, I'm so bad at like cold weather, if that makes any sense. I'm just terrible at it. And I suck it up. But I don't know how people live up north and like it's cold for months at a time. I don't know how they do it. I give them credit because the few times I've gone to New York when it was cold, I like die. And I enjoy it, but like I said, I'm a Florida girl. I like living here. I like the weather here. I'll complain if it's hot, but like I'd much rather be hot than cold. The thing is, I'm just taking like a flat stippling brush and I'm kind of just spreading out my makeup. A lot of people like using beauty blenders. I have a few. I like to use them too, but I only like to use them for concealer. I feel like they suck up all of the foundation. So when I'm like done, like blending it out with a beauty blender, I have to like my foundation gets like sucked up by it, so I don't really have much left on my face. But I would much rather use a brush. I almost filled an entire Z palette with Makeup Geek stuff, which I'm really, really excited about because I absolutely love their eyeshadows. Like, they're so good. Here, let me show you. I actually have it right here. I'm so excited when they had like I think 15 days of Christmas sale, and it started December 1st, and they were selling like their beginners pack. I think it was like from $49, it was down to $35. So I jumped on that, I bought it, and I bought the palette. And this is what it looks like. And then I think I bought like 3 different bundles from their Christmas sales. and I was kind of like regretful because there was a foiled bundle that I really wanted. Their foiled eyeshadows are like the really glittery ones, like these. This one and this one. And they're so creamy, like they're really good. Well, look at this. And they're so good at being pigmented and everything. Like, I absolutely love Makeup Geek. When people used to make it a big deal, I was like, how much of a big deal can it be? You know, it's just eyeshadow, like all eyeshadows are the same. But they do a really, really good job at that. Actually, I'll be right back because I gotta go get my eyeshadow primer. I'm back. I just want my beauty blender and I got my eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna use the Loreal shadow thing. I actually don't know what it's called. I think it's I don't know. It's all scratched off. Whatever. Eyeshadow primer is eyeshadow primer. So I'm just gonna put that on both eyes, and I use this just because I am oily and I really, really hate when my eyeshadow creases. Like, that is a pet peeve of mine. It looks so ugly, and I would rather be wearing no eyeshadow than eyeshadow that creases. It's nasty. I don't like it. But anyways, so I also got the Tartelette. Is it called Tartelette in Bloom? Tartelette in Bloom. It's like the Tarte's second version of their first palette. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Here you go. Okay, so I got this one for Christmas. My mom got it for me. I kind of dropped hints and I told her I really wanted it, but I absolutely love the colors in this palette. It's so pretty. I love the packaging. I absolutely love everything about it, and all of the colors are pigmented. I mean, I would hope so for the price, you know, but anyways, I absolutely love it, and I don't know what I want to do with my eyeshadow today, so we'll just run along and see what I come up with, just because I am just getting ready for today. I didn't have anything specific in mind. So I'm going to start off with this Flower Child color. It's basically just going to be my transition transition color, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, but honestly, I don't use it for concealer. I just use it like just to fluff out like colors that I want on my lid, because it is fluffy and it looks good and it's a good brush. Like, yeah, there are certain brushes that you can use for certain things, but to be honest with you guys, like, if you find a certain use for a brush, I would much rather use it with what you're comfortable with and with, you know, making something actually look good, rather than trying to force the brush and trying to use it for something that you know is not gonna work out, right? Like, I don't, honestly, this could be a concealer brush, but for me it's a better eyeshadow brush, so it is what it is. But anyways, I'm just putting that color into my, like, basically on all of my eyes, so that when I do put other colors in, they blend out better. If you don't blend out things well, then. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with a darker color. I'm gonna go in with, do I wanna use Sweetheart or Smarty Pants? Actually, I think I'm gonna use this Jet Setter color. It's like a neutral, more cool toned brownish gray. That's my description of it, at least. Now I'm gonna put that into my crease just to darken it up a little bit. I love this palette. I could use it every day because I'm just a neutral kind of girl. Then I'm gonna go in with this, it's more of a flat blending brush, and I like it because you can kind of like concentrate the color more in a certain area. So I'm gonna go in with this Rebel color. It's more of like a pinkish brown shade, and I'm gonna concentrate it more on like the outer side of my eye. Outer side, outside, whatever, it's all the same thing. You guys know where I'm going at. And I'm just gonna kind of blend it out there. And my mom has kind of like always taught me, she's like, it's always really important to look good. You never know who you're gonna see, or when you're gonna see them, or where you're gonna see them at. So she's always made it like a priority for us to, you know, like look good. I mean, like, obviously you have your days where you look hobo, and it's okay, like we all have those days. And you don't have to put makeup every day, but as long as you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your skin, it's something that's so important, because it shows that, you know, you value yourself and stuff like that. So I place importance on you know, like doing my makeup well and stuff like that. I mean, I might love makeup a little bit too much, but it's okay. We all love our different things, right? Okay, so once you put that into the crease, I think it was blended out really well. Actually, I just noticed I've been doing this makeup really far from the camera, guys. Is that better? Hopefully it is. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow from my Makeup Geek palette. I don't know what the color is actually. It's like inside of the palette, and I'll pull it out and put it in the description box, but I don't want to like jab my nail into it. I'm going to use this golden color right here. It's in the Makeup Geek starter pack, which honestly I think it's such a good like way to see if you like their shadows. Honestly, I think who wouldn't like these, because they're so creamy, they're so good. Even the ones that are not the foiled ones, which I said are the ones with glitter and stuff like that. I just think she does such a good job. By she, I mean the lady who makes these. Her name is Marlena, and I watch all of her videos because I really, really like her. She's like such a sweetheart, and like I follow her on Snapchat too, and she always talks about like her products and like the fact that she puts in so much time and stuff into them, and I respect that, especially because somebody that works so hard on their stuff and they do such a good job is like a beast in the makeup world, so I really do support that. Anyways, I didn't even tell you what brush I was using, guys. So I was just using like a flat eyeshadow brush, and then I'm gonna go in with this kind of dense like packing brush to go ahead and pack some of this Tarte Firecracker color onto my eye on top of the Makeup Geek shadow, so right on top of the lid. I don't want it anywhere else. I really, really like this color. It's so great. It's amazing. It's like sparkly, and I love every sparkly eyeshadow there is. I will try every sparkly eyeshadow. I love it. People are like, you can't use too much sparkly eyeshadow because... I'm like, because what? I love sparkly eyeshadow. I'm going to use it anyways. Trying to get out of the comfort zone, you know? It's a new year, and I think it's good to do something different all the time. Which is really... It's something that's a little bit more difficult for me. Like, some people can just pick up and change and like they'll start running in that direction. I can't. Not that I can't, but it's something that, you know, I take a little bit more thought when I'm going to do something. By the way, this is like a pointed pencil brush, and I'm going to take this leader color in the palette and I'm just going to put it in my outer corner so it's a little bit darker. And I'll scoot in a little bit. That was a chair, not me. People are really comfortable with change, and like that's amazing. I feel like that's a personality thing. But for me, it takes a little bit for me to adjust. So definitely this year, that's something I'm working on. I always make goals like a few days before the year ends for the coming year. And I did make a few for this year, and I always try to work on them and keep updated. You know, people always criticize that. They're like, oh, it's a new year, like why would you want to make like goals? Like, you should have been working on that during the year. But if somebody wants to make this year better, I mean, I think why not? Like, they should go for it. And I think it's important to have goals, because when you set goals for yourself, you push yourself to do something different, and you push yourself to do things that you haven't done before. I placed a goal for myself that I really wanted to go on a missions trip, and the college ministry that I go to has a few missions trips this year, and one of them was to New Orleans, and I signed up for it, and I'm going in February, which is actually really, really soon. And guys, I'm just taking like a little fluffy blending brush, and I'm blending out that darker color that I placed in my corners just so it's not so rough. So I'm going to a missions trip in February. I'm really, really excited. It's something different. It's gonna be, I think, like 6 days long. So it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be different because I'm used to traveling with my family and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be, you know, with them, with my squad. I call them my squad because I'm always together with my family. I love them a lot. Like, I'm a sucker for my brother and my sister. So it'll be something different, but I think it'll be good, and I'll probably, like, I'm gonna try my hardest to do like a good vlog, although I never vlog stuff, to be honest with you. I just live on the edge. I never record any of it. I'm kidding. But I'm gonna try my hardest to vlog that with my GoPro camera, and hopefully it comes out good. So anyways, I'm just taking my middle finger and I'm using this lighter color up at the top corner. It's called Charmer, and I'm putting that in my brow bone so that it highlights it a little bit. And what do I want to do? I think I'm going to take this color. That was the chair. That wasn't me. I'm telling you. I'm going to take this shimmer color. I think that's what it's called. Put it in the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten that up a little bit with the same flat packing brush. Okay, so this is probably a little bit different than what you see the other YouTubers do. I like to take my concealer and I like to put it like after I do my eyeshadow, because I don't know, I feel like it makes this line look really crisp. and I like to blend it out upwards. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I really want to get the NYX concealer, which I'll probably go out and buy sometime. I only put concealer under my eyes. I feel like if I put it here or here, when my face starts to get oily throughout the day, it'll just clump up, and I don't like that at all. And then I just take like my Wet Beauty blender and I blend that out. Make sure you don't like leave any creases. And if you take away kind of like some of the shimmer from your inner corner, you can just go back in with your eyeshadow brush and put that in later. But you see how it's like, I think it cleans it up over there. And then make sure you get out all of the creases, because we're going to set it with powder in a little bit. My camera battery is blinking at me and I'm scared it's going to turn off in the middle of me talking. So I'm paying attention to make sure it doesn't come out. Turn off, not come out. Once you're sure that all the creases are out, I like to set it with this NYX Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. It's really, really powdery. Like, I mean, like you open it and it flies. Like, you see that? You saw that? So I don't like when like that powder like flies everywhere. So try to be careful when you open it, because it'll really like, psh. What a description, right? And I just take a flat like foundation brush and I just use it to pat it under my eye. Is that my phone ringing? No, listen. Matt ate like 5 pizza breads.
Nice.
He ate like
Nice.
5.
Eso es lo que tú le das, nene.
Yeah, he was really happy too. He loves me.
Yeah, I know he does.
This is my mom calling me because I'm taking care of my little brother because he stayed home today. He was stuffy, but he was running around anyways. We made like pizza croissants together, and he's a happy boy. Okay, so I'm just going back in with that Makeup Geek color, and I'm putting it in the inner corner of my eye so that it's like shiny again. And then once you set your concealer, then I like to do like, I feel like any type of contour or anything, I just like to do that at the end. I feel like that's like the finishing touch, you know what I mean? Am I not? My big head doesn't fit in the camera. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to take this NYX Contour and Highlight palette, Highlight and Contour Pro palette. It's actually really, really good. I like it a lot, and I use this shade just because I'm a little bit lighter now that it's like winter time, and like here in my forehead. Honestly, I do it lightly, and I just use this Real Techniques brush. It's the Expert Face brush, but I think it's really good for contour because it blends things out really well. And then I kind of put some in my jawline. And make sure you blend it out well, because you don't want to look like you have a beard if you're a girl, and you just don't want to look like you're like kind of like the 5 o'clock shave shadow, 5 o'clock shadow, or is it 8 o'clock? I don't know. So just put that here and then just blend it out well, and this will make everything look a lot better. Okay. So I just put it lightly, like right. And don't bring it down all the way over here, because it's gonna look weird. Then it'll look like you have a mustache too, and you don't want that. So once you blend it out well, I take this Milani Illuminating Face Powder. It has some color to it, so I like to use it as a like light blush. But I just put it like on my cheeks with this blush brush. And it's a little bit like, it's not sparkly, it's just illuminating. So it's like slightly pink. I got this Tarte like gift set like a Christmas ago, and it comes with like a different comes with like 4 of these little like quads, and it's actually really cute. I really like it. But I'm just gonna use this color for the blush. So it's like 4 eyeshadows and a blush. But I'm just gonna put it lightly so it doesn't look like we have too much. See? But it looks good. Okay. So now I'm gonna put my, do I want highlight? Do I want highlighter? I really cannot talk today. I'm telling you guys. Do I want highlighter today? Yeah, I'm gonna use a little bit of highlight. So I bought this Carli Bybel palette off of Beige Cosmetics. It's Beige Cosmetics. It's actually really good. So these are the colors. The top 2 rows are eyeshadows, which are really, really pretty. And then the bottom is like, you can either use it as eyeshadow or highlight. I use it as both. A little like fluffy brush that I had that I used initially for my eyes. And I'm going to mix these 2 middle colors. And I'm just going to use this as a highlight for the top of my cheeks. And I only lightly highlight the tip of my nose so it doesn't look too shiny. There you go. Okay, good. So before I put my eyeliner, I always like to do mascara first, and this is like my favorite mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly, and it's actually, I think, time for a new one. But mascara should be replaced every 3 months, but this one is like about at 2.5 months, and I just like to replace it early before it starts to get clumpy, because the minute it starts to get clumpy, it's no good at all. Like, it's just, your eyelashes look like a hot mess. And I like a lot of mascara, and I like to put it, like I said, before my eyeliner. I just feel like when I go to put eyeliner without mascara, I don't have like the guidance of like my lash, like my lashes are there, but I like it when my lashes are like really dark so that I can see the difference. I'm gonna put my eyeliner on and then I'll be back. I use, by the way, just so that you guys know, I like to use this NYX Matte Liquid Liner. It's really, really good, and it dries fast, and it's not like sticky or anything. So it actually like, and it's really thin, so you can make like a perfect line. But I'll be back because I really, really cannot do this on camera. Like, I've tried and it just comes out discombobulated and really, really bad. So I'll be back. Okay, so I put on my liner. I'm actually really, really happy with the way that it came out. Liner is not the easiest thing for me. Like, some girls can just like, and they glide it on perfectly, but that is like not my skill. If anything, I think putting on eyeshadow is a lot easier. So this is the lip color that I decided I was going to wear today. It is called, oh, it does not have a name. It's just 104. And it's like the Kate, Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick. I think this is, yeah, this is Rimmel. And I am just going to finish it off with that. I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. Honestly, I just like it because it makes you look dewy, and I like the way that that looks. I don't really like to look completely matte because I feel like it makes your face look really dry. So then you just put it from far and you soaks my face, but anyways. Okay, so I just put like 2 sprays of that just so that like your face is not soaking wet. It's just to like make it a little bit more damp. And then I think that we're good. Fix Plus Studio Fix. And I just put that a little bit in my forehead, or like the places that I get really oily. Just so that like I have a little bit of extra coverage there. And that's it, guys. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a simple like neutral look, but I like it, and this is usually like the makeup that I'll wear if I want to get like a little bit more fancy during the day. But I hope that you guys like it too, and I'm happy to be back on YouTube with this video. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video.